very good presentation. I have attended a lot of seminars in our institute, and the presentation of this afternoon has been very good. And let us give them a home. But there's been something we can improve. The first, I would like to know, we're supposed to have 37 students attend this seminar. Is that right? Do we have assistant here? 有没有助教在这里? Okay. So how many students supposed to be here for this afternoon seminar? Is that around 37? Okay, you don't need to waste your time. Just tell me after the class. Okay, how many other students not yet attend this one? Okay? Okay. And then maybe we can think more about the form of the presentation and about what you have learned from this case. Okay. The first, for the reporting team. Where is the reporting team? Okay, so you are the reporting team. So may you please tell me what's been your key map? What's been the map most important for you? Or what kind of map will be the take-home map for your classmates? Which one do you think it is?
Matthew.
Matthew? No, under the map. No, not the person, but the map.
Yeah.
You gave us this map, right? It is very good. Okay, let us understand what we want to discuss. But is this the most important map for you to give us? Is this the map you want us to keep in our brain? Is this the map for our take-home map? Is that what you want us to do? So the question is, what is the most important map in your presentation?
How to handle the conflict.
So where is the map? You showed us a lot of maps, right? But most of them have been forgotten. We will not put in our brain. Because of what? We still have other things to do, to think. Okay? So you had better to design or to define one of most important maps in your presentation and let them be very clear, okay? That can keep in our long-term memory. Is that clear?
Yes.
That's a very important one for your presentation. You need to clarify everything, and also you need to know your audiences and let them know to have very clear identification or impression on your presentation. That's okay? That's one thing. Don't show a lot of maps, but we really cannot understand the links among these maps. Then that is not what we want, because you provide too much information for us to know. Okay? But we really do not have this kind of capability to know all of these maps. Okay? Maybe sometimes less more. If you have more, have better to have very clear linkage among your maps. Is that okay? The other thing I think also being very important, you have better to control your time. Okay? You spend around 10 minutes for the presentation, and then let the students to have the questions and the answers. That's around another 10 to 15 minutes. They spend 2 or 3 minutes to have some presentation about the reviewers' opinions. Okay. If you can have some adjustment about the time, maybe it's better. Okay. You have better spend at least 15 minutes on your initial presentation. Why? Because that is very important to provide a very good background for the further discussion. Okay? The other one, you have better note initial presentation, Q&A, then the comment of the reviewer. had better first initial presentation, very important. Then the second should be the comment from reviewers. Because of what? May you tell us why? Why this kind of order very important for us to have? Do you know what I mean? Okay, let me say that again. Okay. For their representation, the reporting sequence will first be the initial presentation, right? Then the Q&A, right? And then being the comments of reviewers, right? Okay. I suggest maybe you can adjust this kind of order. Okay? Initial presentation, okay, and then what? Then comment on reviewers. Why? Many people say us why? Why I suggest this kind of discussion, this kind of sequence. Okay, let us, and may you tell us why? Why before we ask Q&A, we had better have the comment about the reviewers. Because of what? May you please tell us?
Well, actually, I don't agree with this kind of
Okay,
situation.
okay, tell me us why.
Yeah, because if you read someone's comments,
Mhm.
then your mind will be restricted.
Okay, restriction, okay.
So I think people should think about their own comment first, then you
Okay.
can hear from others' comments.
Okay.
And maybe if others' comments is better than yours, you can try to accept or have another discussion.
Okay, give her a hand. Okay, very good one. Okay. You don't need to agree with me. You have better to have your own idea. Okay? My opinion is because if you open Q&A, then there were a lot of opinions. You really cannot control that one. Okay? You cannot control the time, control the direction of discussion. Okay? But if you can at first to introduce the reviewer's comment, okay, then everybody knowing the comments of the reviewers, then you have two benefits. The first one, you already know others' comment, okay? And then the second one is you can say yes or no, or what another opinion will be very important, but not yet included in reviewers' comment. Is that okay? Okay, because we really don't want redundant opinions. We hope to have opinion different from the comment, okay? Different view, different ideas. But if you want to control the direction of discussion, you had better to list all the comment reviewers. Then you have a very overview discussion about that one. That's okay. That's also for your reference, okay? And I think maybe when you talk about to send this to spread to the classmate, maybe you can do some adjustment. It may be much better. That's one, okay? Maybe look like this one. You can keep this. We don't want this one, okay? Because it may not be useful for our further discussion. And because you hope can provide a key map. The key map can be used for your classmate to recall a lot of information for this afternoon's discussion. So you had better to put much more important information on the map. For example, based on this one, we have the Matthew and others and others. But very important one is what? The most important one in our message will be what? For this case, do you have idea? What's the most important one? Solve the conflict and you. What be most important, or what might be the key for you to recall the discussion of this afternoon after 2 months? Most important key or indicators. Recall the memory of this afternoon. Yep. Any idea? How are you?
I think there are 3 key people.
The key people, most important ones?
Yes, because the conflicts becoming rival.
Okay. And how about others? You try to recall the discussion. Yeah.
Don't remote control your company.
That's just one point, right? Okay, maybe the point very important, but for general impression, what the most important one?
Communication.
Okay, not exactly. The most important one will be the topic, okay? Not the person, the topic. What be the issue for the discussion, okay? So you have better to keep the issue on this one. Look at this one, okay? Everybody look this one, okay? You have this one? Okay. So tell me, do you have this one? No? No, you have better to prepare this one and then ask all students have this one, okay? That's been very important for the people involved in your presentation, okay? So very important one. You have better to have the topic first. For example, what's been the topic of this one? Okay, so this is the topic. And don't miss the topic, and then the date also being quite important. This is actually our cases, and the time being the June 2012. Okay, and then you need to write down discussed in NIS seminar for this afternoon that we made. Write down that first, because the motivation is, even if I have forgotten everything, I still can have this one in my brain. Okay, that will work very effective manner. Oh, that's one. Okay, you can write down something else. Okay, so we have the math. And then you have very important, you have the rhyme. And then you have Ellen. And you have better if you can write something under here. What's been the problem of Matthew? Okay. What's been the complaint of Ellen? What's been the complaint or opinion of Ronnie about the opinion of Ellen? Write down that one. And then you will have another person, for example, Arthur or Matthew. Also, they have some other different opinion about the two persons. Write down that one. And then you need to have write down the comment of review. And they have some very good suggestions for the person, for the three person, for Matthew, or for Ronnie, or for Alan. Write down that. Okay. If before said may not be good enough. Okay. May not have enough space for you to write down important message. Then you can use A3 size paper, okay, to input very important or critical information on that one. Then each of your classmates to have that one, okay. Then we can focus on this one. Then we can have a discussion. Okay. They can look at that one, listen to others, and also to form their own opinion. Then this case will be vivid for them to remember. Is that okay? One thing for the suggestion. And then for the review team. Okay. And you did a very good presentation. Okay. You used phrasing. Okay. And to let a lot of information to be collected together. That is a very good one. Okay. And I hope maybe in this semester you can put your slides or others and your speaking on YouTube. Okay? And all the people can share with you about your very good presentation. But for the review team, also I have something for you to consider more about that. Okay. You mentioned about 2 TED cases, right? And I want to know what's being the links of your 2 TED cases with the topic we discussed for this semester. For the discussion for this case. What's been the correlation or linkage between them? Why did you choose these 2 cases? Can you tell us? There are so many cases, so many TEDs, but why? Maybe you can comment? You do the presentation, yeah, tell us why.
Tell us how to make a decision.
Yes. So the T2 TED tell us how to make decision, right? What will be the factors affect our decision making, right? And what be the main issue for the case we discussed this afternoon? The main issue about how to make decision, about the technique of making decision. So what be the main issue? Yeah, may you please tell something about that one? What be the main issue? Why did you choose the 2 TED cases? Any ideas? Yes, we have any idea about that one? Oh, how about you feel about the reviewer's report? Is that okay? Or you think there's something for us to improve?
I think how they do great because there are so many video on TV, but they find some video link our report.
Okay. So what is the linkage?
They talk about how we know about the conflict or the decision. So if each other make decision different, so we have conflict.
So did they mention about the conflicting or the decision only? You have any idea?
No, actually, it's pretty hard to find the 10 video on YouTube for totally connected with our case. But when I was presentation, I have mentioned the connection between the video and the case. For example, in the first video, the speaker mentioned his own experience, such as cosmetic surgery, and the doctor asked him to do the cosmetic surgery. Yeah, and in the case, both of the senior manager tried to persuade others to follow their rules. Same as that in the video. So that's the connection. You always want others to follow what you want.
Okay. Okay. So how about the core issue of our case? Do we need to provide some suggestions to an important person? Very important. We need to find a suggestion to Matthew, right? So do you think the two cases will be strong enough for Matthew to think about his decision?
I'm sorry,
I mean, very important for this case, okay, being we try to think about very powerful suggestion for Matthew to think, right? Because Matthew will be the CEO in charge of the conflicting, right? So we need to think about the suggestion for me, for this person, yes. And if Matthew look at two TDD cases, will that be helpful for him? Or what kind of intelligence we can think about to provide suggestion to Matthew?
me to answer the question.
Yeah, can you? Or any one of you can answer the question. Okay, I think maybe one of the reasons is because we really been not so easy to find a right, very strong linkage DED cases with this one. Okay, and so I would like to ask you, how many cases have you read in NCTU? How many? So maybe here, how many? How many cases have you learned in NCTU? About 10. About 10 only? Oh, okay. I will suggest, I'm sorry. Maybe the next time, if there's still having opportunity, you had better to scan not only the PED, but also some HPR cases. Okay? Both will be good resources for you to adopt some very useful cases. Okay? Okay. So for example, you have 4 persons together, maybe someone will scan HPR cases, some others to do DD, and found someone very good matching to the discussion of this case. Is that okay? Is that okay? And I still want to ask you, okay, if you are a very good friend of Matthew, what kind of opinion you will provide to him? Okay. Listen again. If you are a very close friend of Matthew, what kind of advice you will tell him? Actually, very useful advice to consider. Maybe you say that?
Okay, if I'm a good friend for Matthew, I may suggest him to have a meeting or discussion with Ronnie and Adam, because if those two managers they see in the same room, they can discuss what's the real problem. Perhaps for Ronnie, the doctors they may think the time shift is cost them too much time to fulfill the timesheet and make the productivity decrease. So that's the reason they didn't complete the timesheet. And the meeting will be a chance for both sides to express their own opinion to each other. Yeah.
Okay, very good one. Okay, what he mentioned being that we had better to have 3 persons to get together, to sit down and have very good talk, right? Very good discussion, okay? And then we can know each other, and then we can form a good goal for our performance and for the profit of our company. That is a good one. How about others? Li Chen Chen. Yeah. Do you have any idea?
If I'm a friend of myself, I will tell him that maybe he should go to the office himself, but not only to manage the company in a far away. It takes 4 hours to take a plane from his place to the company. I think it's not very. It can. Maybe he go to the office himself. That will help the company to make more benefits. I think. And he can handle the clash between Ronnie and Aaron better. I think he can handle it better. Maybe there will be less clash between them.
Okay. So because the CEO is not in Florida, right? So remote management also always makes some problems. So that is one of the core issues. Okay. So if you are his friend, you will suggest him to do what?
To go to the company
To move to Florida?
Yes.
Okay. But maybe his wife and his children may not promise to do that.
Yes.
So if that's been the case, maybe he thinks his family is much more important than his career in Florida. If that's been the case, then what will you do? What? Telemeeting, Skype? Or maybe. If Skype is still not work, okay, what will you do? Ziyuan, what will you do? By paper. If Skype paper, none of that being useful, not workable, then what will you do? Chen? Let me ask you, if you are the investor of this company, will you still continue to invest in his current situation? How are you? Okay. If you are the investor of this company, Jinju of this company, will you continue to invest on this company? You, how about you? Will you continue to invest? Do you have confidence on this company?
I think maybe Matthew should let Alan and Ronin to understand each other's job, what they are really do in their job, and what their difficulties.
What I want to say is, if all of these actions have been used, okay, but the company is still not profitable, then what will you do? If I was the investor, I would not take on my investment. Why? Because the top two key directors argue